Hello everybody, this is the Victron, and I don't know whether or not this next bit is true, but as legend goes, Spike Lee did this $45 million movie out of spite because he was a bit miffed with the fact that Clint Eastwood in the movie Sands of Iwo Jima and Flags of Our Fathers, two great movies by the way, didn't feature any black soldiers, and he was pretty angry about this one and got into a bit of a scuffle with good old Clint. So he made Miracle of Santa Ana in 2008. The movie didn't raise any eyebrows, it didn't become a big hit. It's probably not viewed today as one of Spike Lee's better movies. I think his best movie is Inside Man, but that's just my opinion. So the movie we're gonna take a look at today is Spike Lee's big World War II epic, Miracle at Santa Ana. We have a platoon of mostly black soldiers who, after some miscommunication and some friendly fire, there is no such a thing as friendly fire. Well, whatever you say. So they flee from the place and they find a shell-shocked boy from a collapsed building, and they find themselves hiding in a Tuscan town. Soon we have German forces on the rise, we have partisans, we have love triangles, we have stolen artifacts, and we also have a criminal murder case in New York. Wait, what? Well, there is a lot to unpack here, so let's get cracking with this one. I think that this movie has good intentions and it has a lot of interesting characters, but there are too many characters. There are so many characters in this movie that a lot of them get lost in the shuffle. So you're forgetting who everybody is and what you're supposed to feel about them. And I don't know if this is true or not, but maybe because Spike Lee has never directed battle sequences before, as I've understood it, they look pretty terrible. Not all of them, but some of them look a little pants, to be honest. To me, this movie has two problems working against itself. It wants too much, but it gives us too little. This movie is 2 hours and 40 minutes long, but it could have been either been trimmed down to a respectable 2 hours 10 minutes, skipping the entirety of the 1980s New York settings, or it could have expanded to a 3 hours 10 minutes to tell us a little bit more, because a lot of stuff is so vague that I didn't follow that one up, and there were so many things that were so unclear that I couldn't really get into it. I hate movies that is too vague. This puts me in a rather peculiar situation, because I don't like when movies write stuff on the nose on me. And I don't like when movies hide too much from me, so it's too vague. It has to be the right mix. Here it is too vague because I couldn't understand lots of stuff that was going on in this movie. And by the way, can Walton Goggins play something else than a fucking asshole every time he shows up on screen? Thank you very much. As a war picture, it is good. They have the San Lorenzo massacre covered in, which is a terrible thing that happened and is one of the reasons why Germans are still fucking hated here in Italy. And they have a lot of historical context, which I really liked, and they have a local feel to it that makes this feel gritty and real, and it doesn't necessarily have to go to your traditional World War II cliches, which I also very much approve of. But this movie tries too much, and I in the end I was just pretty entertained, but I didn't felt what I supposed to feel, I think. I cared about the soldiers, I cared about the villagers, and I fucking hated the Nazis. So good job there, Spike. But it didn't go deeper than that, and it didn't go further than that. This was a good movie. This was a $45 million World War II picture depicting pieces of the war that really doesn't get that much recognition that it should be praised for it. But I think this is just a really good movie that wants too much, that has too many side plots, and that has too many characters and has too much stuff going on for its own good. But I don't know, I just might be a little cranky or something. This is a good World War II movie without being, you know, anything spectacular or something amazing. I give this movie 60 points. It is well acted, it is well made, apart from some battle sequences look a little wonky. And I like the scope of it. I like the epicness, even though it is not fully realized. It is a good movie, but I didn't get exactly what I wanted out of it. So I'll see you next time from, well, so-and-so reviewing, well, such and such. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.